Moving on now, and all this week we have been looking into Australia's $800 million fertility industry, with an investigation prompted after two heartbreaking IVF mix-ups that were made public. Today we hear from an advocate who also runs IVF support groups. Galea joins us now. Michelle, thank you so much for joining us. You run two support groups, including the Australian Solo Mothers by Choice and Assisted Reproductive Treatment Families Australia. You are dealing and chatting to families every day, and couples or solo parents by choice. How concerned are they by these recent mix-ups?
Yeah, thanks for talking to us, Tash. Look, people are really concerned. We've, when you're going through IVF, it's really a trust. It's a trust time that you have with your fertility specialist and clinic. So you're trusting everything that they say and they tell you. There's no way to check what they actually do and what they actually do tell you. So when they tell you an embryo is non-viable for transfer, you just believe that. And you just believe that. And so, you have to trust that.
Yeah, and Michelle, You're right, because this is such an emotional journey for so many people. In regards to when you speak to people that are going through this, how are they feeling right now? Do they think trust has been broken? And do you think these recent two examples, because some people have told us this, that it is just the tip of the iceberg?
Yeah, look, the trust has been broken. People are worried that, their treatments weren't correct, that maybe embryos were transferred to wrong people, or, maybe they dropped an embryo. We just really don't know. And yeah, it is only the tip of the iceberg. We do know of other cases where this has happened as well. It's not just Monash IVF, it is other clinics, and that's why we're calling for Mark Butler and the health ministers to come together. I know they're doing the rapid review, but, this was done 10 years ago as well, a review into the industry, and they didn't do anything about it. There have been other cases, that have come to media, like in 1994, when a wrong sperm was used in a person, and they asked that patient to have an abortion. It's been happening for a long time now, and the government hasn't done anything. So it's really the government who needs to step up. We really need a federal regulator that is independent from the clinics. The IVF industry has grown so much. In the last 40, 50 years, when it started 40, 50 years ago, there wasn't as many people being born through IVF. Now we're saying one in 18 children are born through IVF with the help of IVF. We're finding that infertility is up around 20% now in couples. 1 in 6 couples are experiencing infertility. So IVF is important, and we really need them to keep going, because without them we're not going to be having children. But, when it's growing so fast, this is like all industries. All industries need independent regulation. It shouldn't be self-regulated. Regulators should be able to go into a clinic, make sure their policies and procedures are happening, and it should be a federal approach. Look, we're really wanting worldwide regulation. We are talking about the creation of humans, where donors we're getting serial donors now as well, and, it could lead to two siblings having children.
Michelle, you make so many great points, and thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for everything that you do to support people going through this really emotional rollercoaster journey. Thank you so much, Michelle.
No, thank you. Thank you so much.